think, yeah.
Yes, let me see. You are live. I can see.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah. I think I see your mouse moving. Volkswagen, Sirocco, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I hear myself on back via the live.
Just reduce the volume, so. Yeah. So, let me know when you see the car on the highway, so I'll.
Yeah, I see the car on highway right now on the
Okay.
bridge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see this 50 speed limit. So
Yeah.
right now, like if I wanted to stay on 50, I can, and that is without me pressing the accelerator constantly. So I press the race once,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes to 50, and it stays on 50. So yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna
wait, yeah, now it's moving. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
yeah, but it is staying on 50 because I haven't pressed the brake. So now it's on 130.
Mm-hmm.
It goes to 130.
Yeah,
But
it's of course a bit of a delay in it, but yeah, I think,
yeah,
it's going to 130. Yeah, oh, it's
yeah.
going.
But the issue with this is like if I press the brake, it comes
Mm-hmm.
down.
Oh, it doesn't hold it anymore.
Yeah. So
So
what?
the ISA is deactivated then,
Yes.
or
Yeah.
ah.
That's the issue. So what I'm
But
trying to.
but just one
Mhm.
thing. Yeah, normally with an ISA that's not the case. Because if I'm looking at cruise controls, for
Mhm.
example,
Mhm.
if you press the brake, your cruise control will also be
Yeah.
deactivated normally. But maybe you're right with ISA that that's not the case.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but this is kind of a cruise control, but it
it
goes to
should
the
be
speed.
keep.
It goes
Yeah,
to the
exactly.
speed limit, like
Yeah.
it's not a cruise control that you're going at 80. Oh, sorry, at 90, and you press the button and it takes you to 90. It's the
But
cruise
can you
con.
activate the ISA once more right now if you want to,
What do you
or
mean?
not?
Uh,
So you mentioned, right? You were driving. It was 50, then it went to 130, right?
mhm.
And then you hit the brake, and it stopped, of course, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But you can reactivate the system again if you want to.
Yes.
So if you want to drive 130 once more right now, then you have to just press a button, or
Yeah, at 130 right now, it for 130 it's not an issue. Like IS is kind of it doesn't what do you say? It doesn't make you stay on the like doesn't make you force you to stay like drive at 130. IS is
yeah,
basically on 130 doesn't let you cross 130.
you can't. Yeah, you can't drive faster. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah,
So for 130 it's perfect, but for 50, like you see, for 50 if you press yeah, it's on 50 right now. But if you
Mm-hmm.
press the brake or the accelerator, it will go above 50. And this like kind of this is kind of cruise control, but this cruise control is like so when it goes to 130, it changes its speed automatically. Like I don't have to press a button.
Mm.
So what I'm thinking is like use image recognition and tell the driver to like you like once the ADAS is activated, then he doesn't use the accelerator for 50 and 80. But as soon as he hits on 130, he can do whatever he want.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we have to look a little bit into that. Because normally for an ISA you can always hit the accelerator right pedal, but you just don't exceed that speed, or you should fully press the accelerator pedal
Yeah.
most of the time, and then you can exceed the speed. So for example, when you have the ISA working, you're driving on a road with 50 kilometers per hour, you can press the accelerator pedal and it will not drive faster than 50 unless you press it very hard or tap it twice, right? But I think that's hard to install indeed in
Yeah.
this driving simulator.
And
It's some
and
kind of a
for
logic. Yeah.
yeah, and for 130, like you say, for 50 and 80, it does have a feature of ISA, like it's an audible warning. Like
Mm-hmm.
it warns the driver, like you're going above the limit.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's ISA only for 130. Like it's active ISA for 130 and passive for 50 and 80. So normally it's I think that my plans would be around like driving from what do you say? It would be a drive from Groningen to Amsterdam, and in between there are bridges, so the driver has to slow down to 50, and the rest is entirely 130. So even if he tries to accelerate more, it's not gonna work.
So it can't drive faster than 130.
Yeah. So yeah, and for the car to what do you say? For the car to stay on 50 limit, like without the accelerator, it has to kind of I have to press the button constantly, like tap it twice or thrice. So that I want to do with machine learning, like and the machine learning part is also not that hard. I don't need a big data set for training, because I'm just gonna cut the entire screen and make it focus on the
on that part, yeah,
the right one. So so I also don't struggle with FPS or any extra object detection. So then it knows. So and and limiting it to 50 and 80, like 3 speeds, it's quite complicated. And for the tests on the highway, I don't think like I need it, because I'll be mostly driving at 130, and for 80 or 50 it already has audible warning. But with the if it's kind of also an experience of an ADAS, I can tell the drivers to, okay, you start the car, like let's say the car is at 30 kilometers, then you press this button. Now the car is semi-autonomous, like it's controlling the speed. It's not gonna let you cross the speed limit, so you don't have to worry. So even and if you want to take over the car, like you can take it over, but then you have to mind the speed, like keep in mind that you can exceed the speed limit, but not on the highway. Basically most of the driving, like of my tests, like if you could see the map, can you see the map?
I see the car on the road still.
Wait, there would be a map, and let it.
Yeah, I think it will come. Yeah, I see it perfectly. Yeah.
So it's from Amsterdam to Groningen.
Yeah.
So it's mostly A7. It's basically 130. So most of the part would be this. Yeah. So on this, the IS is working completely fine. Like the 130 limit, the driver is not gonna cross, and unless I disable it externally. Yeah.
Well, maybe a good idea is for your test, right, and for your thesis, we start focusing on the 130. So maybe ignore the 50 and the 80 for a short time, right? Also, I'm not quite sure. Do you know how long the drive is from Amsterdam to Groningen in the simulator?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's
like it's not completely real,
No, that would be a terrible drive. But also for your own test, if you have to let somebody drive for like 20 minutes in a game, it can be very long. So I think 10 minutes, 15 minutes would be perfect. So that's good.